All right, hey, what's up, guys? So this is the part two of my editing workflow. So after you found the podcast clip that you want to edit, right, or you grabbing your client's raw video, then the next step that I like to do is to bring it into our Premiere Pro. So let's grab the arrow first. Actually, you have to create a project. So create a project, name it first. Could be something. How I name things is like I usually like the number first, so that allow me to know exactly what number, and the number is based on the project. So let's say I create the 123 video, I just go with 0123, right, something like that. Or if the next project is going to be 0124, 0125, 0126, like that, so I can keep track of every single project that I work on. Okay, so let's just go 0123. Let's go with Apex editors test. No, let's go with workflow. Okay, just like that. Make sure it's big. Okay, make sure we save into our folder. So I have my dedicated folder to keep my project file. All my project file is going to be in there. So that's allow me to find my old projects quite easy. So let's create. Now we have this our workstation, workspace, I don't know what you want to call it. Then you're gonna grab that video that you just downloaded, bring it in here. Okay, and if you work with the clients, you can work with the client's video with the talking head, right? You can actually just jump right on and actually start to trim the clip right away. But for those of you guys who actually edit some sort of podcast video, you kind of need to do a little bit extra work. Okay, so remember that podcast is 2 hours long, but you only need the small chunk of that clips. So what we are going to do is that we're going to head back to TikTok, and let's find the first sentence this guy said.
How much money do you guys make?
How much money do you guys make? Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to go to YouTube, like the YouTube video. We're going to go click more here, and then click, where is it? Right here, show transcript. Click on this one, okay? Then we'll just open the transcript here. So what you have to do is just press Command F, okay? Command F, and then you just search up the sentence that you found here. So I'm gonna start right here actually. So when it said I make around, and I'm gonna start right there with the video. So I'm gonna search it up, I make around, boom, just right there. 20-second in.
Kick it off the gate. How much money do you guys make?
So you can see 23rd seconds into the video, you can go into our editing software. Could be CapCut, could be Premiere Pro, could be After Effects, whatever you want. I could care less. Okay, bring it in, and then let's set this one to 23 seconds.
I make around.
Boom, right there. Trim, right? So after you have the video, you want to trim the video to cut out all the pause, all the silence, all the mistake, or all the or all that stuff out, right? So the video flow smoothly through one and other sentence. So let's see. I might keep actually. Let's see.
I make around.
Actually, let's go with I make around right away. So cut it. Pretty simple.
I make around 6 figures a month in revenue.
Yeah, we do.
So
mid 6 figures a month.
okay, this one he just repeated, right? I'm gonna cut it off because it doesn't build to the story. Okay, first actually let me turn off my fan. Okay, so the reason I cut that thing off is because it doesn't contribute to the story, because they're just repeating the exact same thing. They just say it in a different way. So cut it off.
Month in revenue.
Boom. Just like that.
Yeah, we do mid.
Let me close the window actually. It's so loud in here. Way better. Okay.
6 figures a month on an average month.
And how old are you both?
Okay, so this one is gonna build to the story, because that's a new information that this guy asked, and then that gives to the audience, right? So we're gonna cut that and then bring it in together. And when they cut the clips, right, you 1, 2. You don't want this pause.
And how old?
This one's fine. It's just a little small. But I think one thing that people do, and I see a lot of editors do as well, is that they cut the clip when like the speaker is not completely done speaking yet. So example like this, where you just cut it off here and then like this.
And how old are you
You
both?
see that it doesn't feel natural, right?
Month in revenue.
And how?
It just kind of erupt and just like cut it off like that. So I usually look into the you can see the audio here, the audio track, right? I make sure that line just go flat. You can see that little line there. I make sure it's go flat first before I could cut it. So I'm going to cut it right here. And then bring this thing into Boom.
And how old are you?
So that's gonna allow us to
Revenue.
And how old?
stop like nicely, right? It's not gonna cut off his word, and it's not gonna cut off his sentence.
Old are you both?
So with this one, let's see.
And how?
I would cut it out a little bit. Give a little room, a little bit for
And how old are you both?
right there. So leave a little room right there.
And how old are you both?
I'm 15.
So we're gonna cut when he kind of shuffle.
Are you both?
So cut it here.
I'm 15.
So I'm gonna build him in it.
I'm 15.
I'm 15. I'm 15. So I'm gonna cut it here, and there we go.
Both.
I'm 15.
Old are you both?
I'm 15.
Actually, it depends. I might keep the chuckle
Are you both?
because I might need a little.
I make around.
A little more time. I might use 3D camera to move around like this guy back and forth, and I might need a little more time to actually bring the camera back. So can maybe just
Both.
I'm 15.
so when it chuckle like this part right here, yeah, I want to have the room to move the camera on this guy face onto this kid face. Okay, so it look a little bit more dynamic. That's kind of like that's come with experience, right? You already know what you are going to do within a video, and then that will allow you to work with the clips and actually planting ahead of time, and would make your job a lot easier.
I'm 15.
I am 18.
I'm 16.
You're
I
16?
just turned.
Okay, remove this one. The reason I remove it is because it's repetitive, right? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really build to the story. Doesn't really give the audience a useful useful information. I was about to say animation.
I'm 16.
You're
I
16?
just turned 16. I just turned 16.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're 18 and 16 and we make mid 6 figures a month.
I'm not going to include that. I mean, that's a good part, but I'm not going to include because, again, repeated what they said already.
Insane. How? Okay, just this blows my mind. But what did you guys do to make?
So I just cut it here. Just cut it. So
I am 18.
I'm gonna keep when you say insane.
How? Okay, just insane.
Okay, let's see. And again, when you want to cut it, like you don't want to cut it here, right? Because you can see here, this is not flat. The audio track is not flat. I mean, the audio already start playing, and then you cut it between, so that kind of cause it to erupt, like started out of nowhere, and we don't want that. Okay, it's gonna stop here and then cut it. So I'm gonna keep the part where I say insane. So that kind of gives the emotion in the video that this guy was like, wow. Okay, like wow, how the fuck this kid did 6 figure, right?
I am 18.
So oops, wrong one. Remove this.
Insane. I am 18.
Insane.
What did you guys?
So it started a little bit. I think it's good to remove it
What?
right here. So you stutter a little bit. That's fine.
Insane. What did you guys do to
A lot better.
make 6 figures a month? What do you do?
So since we are going to focus on the workflow, I'm gonna keep the video pretty short. I'm not gonna post the long. I'm not gonna need the long length of the video because that's gonna take too long, right? So I'm gonna
I make around
watch back one more time. Make sure that the process is good.
6 figures a month in revenue.
And how old are you both?
I'm 15.
I am 18.
Insane.
Insane. Like, what did you guys do to make 6 figures a month? What do you do?
So around 10 seconds should be okay. But yeah, that is the step after you find the clips to edit, right? The step is that you want to trim the clips, okay? You want to remove all the silence, all the mistake that your clients might have made when they're, reading that script, or you remove the pause. Let's say they have a long pause, right? You want to remove it, bring it in together, and then make it flow smoothly like that. Or like when someone stutter in a video, right? It might not be a big deal, but it's good to not have those things in the video. So yeah, make sure you look for those things. Silence, mistake, filler words. Okay, 3 things to look for when it comes to trimming. And after you're done trimming, please watch your video back. Okay, you always need to watch your video back. Okay, because if you make a mistake here, it's easier to fix than actually find out that you make a mistake after you click export the clips. Okay,
I make around 6 figures a month in revenue.
And how old are you both?
I'm 15.
I am 18.
Insane. Like, what did you guys do to make 6 figures a month? What do you do?
all right, so everything looked good for me. I'm pretty happy with this whole thing, and I'm going to move on to the next step. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video.